Today is Thursday, September 19th. This is Noreen Johnson, and here are the good news headlines of the day. A clip of Vice President Kamala Harris went viral this week that showed remarks she made as San Francisco's district attorney, in which she said the police had the right to walk into people's homes and inspect their legally owned firearms. The Democrat presidential nominee made the remarks while speaking to reporters during a press conference in 2007 about a law that was being introduced that she helped to write. Harris said this: "We're going to require responsible behaviors among everybody in the community, and just because you legally possess a gun in the sanctity of your locked home doesn't mean that we're not going to walk into that home and check to see if you're being responsible and safe in the way you conduct your affairs." And then this, former President Donald Trump reflected on his encounters with death and said the multiple assassination attempts on his life have only hardened his resolve. On Wednesday at a rally in Long Island, New York, Trump took the stage speaking to a packed crowd at the Nassau Coliseum following the apparent second assassination attempt against the former president Sunday at his International Golf Club in West Palm Beach. He told the crowd this: "So, as you know, 3 days ago, there was yet another assassination attempt on my life. It was the second one in 8 weeks by a violent radical left mobster. And God has now spared my life. It must have been God. Thank you. Not once, but twice. These encounters with death have not broken my will. They have really given me a much bigger and stronger mission." In other news, Iranian cyber actors, in an effort to sow discord and shape the outcome of the U.S. elections, sent messages during the summer to people involved in President Biden's then re-election campaign containing stolen material from former President Trump's campaign, according to U.S. agencies. The FBI, Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, and the Office of the Director of National Intelligence said in a joint statement Wednesday that Iranian malicious cyber actors in late June and early July sent unsolicited emails to individuals then associated with President Biden's campaign that contained an excerpt taken from stolen, non-public material from former President Trump's campaign as text in the emails. The agencies noted that there is currently no information indicating if recipients replied to the messages. Iran is not the only foreign adversary accused of meddling with the 2024 presidential election. On July the 10th, ODNI officials called Russia the preeminent threat to the election. Officials previously highlighted that the intelligence community expects foreign adversaries to increase its underhanded activities as U.S. Election Day gets closer in order to manipulate public opinion, underscoring the threat to America's political landscape. With a potential government shutdown looming in less than 2 weeks, the Republican-controlled House rejected on Wednesday a 6-month spending measure combined with reforms meant to help prevent non-citizens from voting in federal elections. The proposal included a continuing resolution through March 28th and the Safeguard American Voter Eligibility, which aims to require that individuals show proof of U.S. citizenship to register to vote in the elections for federal office, and pushes states to remove non-citizens from voter rolls. Lawmakers passed the SAVE Act in June with some bipartisan support, but it never got taken up by the Democrat-led Senate. Critics of the SAVE Act claim it is unnecessary and would create an undue burden on legitimate voters, but proponents argue it would go a long way towards shoring up election security. Lawmakers are quickly running out of time to reach a deal to fund the various federal agencies for the coming fiscal year, and a government shutdown could happen by the beginning of October, just weeks before a presidential election, if they fail to come to an agreement by the end of this month. More than half of all Americans, including a quarter of Democrats, support the mass deportation of immigrants who are living in the country illegally, a new poll found. The Scripps News Ipsos survey's findings come as former President Trump and his allies have intensely focused on immigration in the 2024 election cycle. When asked specifically about who they believed would do a better job handling immigration, 44% said Trump and 34% said Harris. Another 12% said they didn't think either candidate could get a handle on immigration. Harris has tried to fend off attacks related to immigration so much that her campaign recently launched an ad that vows she'll support the hiring of thousands more Border Patrol agents to tackle the illegal immigration that says fixing the border is tough. So is Kamala Harris. A third of respondents in the poll said that securing the U.S.-Mexico border should be the first priority on immigration, but 18% said mass deportation should be at the top. And then today, September 19th, marks the feast day of St. Emily de Rodat. St. Emily was a nun, virgin, mystic, and the founder of the Sisters of the Holy Family of Villafranche. Her legacy continues to inspire those who seek to make a difference in the world through education, compassion, and humble service. She was canonized in 1950 by Pope Pius XII. St. Emily, pray for us. And those are your daily good news headlines. This is Catholics for Catholics. May God bless you, and may God bless the USA.